Tonight on BBC London News, calls to ban 2 Americans from an English Defence League event in Woolwich over claims they incite hatred against Muslims.
It will give the oxygen of publicity to 2 people whose views many people found abhorrent.
We'll be speaking live to the leader of the English Defence League. Also tonight, an Essex firefighter is found dead after a police investigation into allegations of sex abuse. Thousands of parking tickets are issued by using unauthorised cameras, but the council says it won't be paying drivers back. And is this the way to a happy working life? The bid to become London's top office choir. Good evening and welcome to the programme. There are calls tonight to stop 2 anti-Islamic campaigners from entering Britain. Robert Spencer and Pamela are well known for controversial views on Islam. Both are due to join an event in Woolwich next week, organised by the English Defence League. But the chair of an influential committee of MPs says their presence at the site of Lee Rigby's murder would incite hatred. Keith Vaz MP has asked the government to ban the pair from coming here. Well, we'll be speaking to the head of the EDL in a moment, but first, here's Nick Beake.
I am smeared with, oh, but you're an EDL supporter, as if it's a bad thing.
She is the firebrand American commentator who has joined forces with the English Defence League, sharing the stage with its leader Tommy Robinson in New York on September the 11th last year, speaking out against what they called the spread of Islam.
That is the force that we are fighting against.
He wrote the bestseller, The Politically Incorrect Guide to Islam, and founded a website called Jihad Watch. Supporters say they tell it like it is. Critics say both demonise Muslims and shouldn't be allowed into the UK to speak at an EDL march to Woolwich.
It will take away police resources at a critical time in the summer when they've got a lot of other things to do, and it will give the oxygen of publicity to 2 people whose views many people found abhorrent.
The EDL is planning a rally for a week Saturday, Armed Forces Day, and is to end at the spot where drummer Lee Rigby was killed last month. One charity which monitors anti-Islamic crimes says the 2 American speakers are only coming to spread hatred, not pay their respects.
They want to come on Armed Forces Day and they want to go to Woolwich. That's the worst place these people can be, for the memory of drummer Lee Rigby and his family who want peace and who want to mourn and get on with their lives in peace. To have these individuals and the EDL turn up and use the instance of this poor man's murder is appalling.
Today we spoke to Robert Spencer, who's in America. He says he has a right to...
I think it's ridiculous. I oppose jihad terror and stand for the freedom of speech, the freedom of conscience, and the equality of rights of all people before the law. If that's going to incite racial hatred, then Britain is in pretty bad shape.
There was no official word today on what Theresa May thinks about these 2 speakers. The Home Office said it wouldn't comment on individual cases, but a source made clear that the Home Secretary would stop someone from coming into the country if she believed their presence here was not conducive to the public good. Theresa May has also been urged to ban the whole rally. If it does go ahead, Scotland Yard says it will have an appropriate policing plan in place. Nick Beake, BBC London News.